All right, let's get into them losers. Let's
Okay.
get into them losers.
Me, I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
Because they drafted a running back in the first round. To me, that's mostly a no-no. Now, I don't mind because he went number 21, I think. It's just you lost
I think
three.
23.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
23. Yeah, you lost three offensive linemen. Why not? If you want the running game to be better in 2021, drafting a running back in the first round is never the way to do it. You got to fortify the offensive
Me and
line.
you, we agree to disagree on this.
Okay.
Because to me, if you're a good team and you just lost, we've had all these James Conner issues for the last 2 years, and you got a guy who is like y'all were rolling with Le'Veon Bell, and now you got a clone who actually cares about football more. It's like, and I just could just insert this guy, plug and play, like with his hands and his ability. It's like it would be dumb to not draft him for what they're doing.
We're in win now mode, right? With the Steelers, we're in win now mode.
Yeah.
You lost 3 starters on your offensive line. You lost 3 of them.
But the thing is like, why? How come that?
Yeah.
But they ended up drafting Kendrick Green. They got him to be a center, and they ended up getting. To me, it's like why I don't get like the panic. Like there's not going to be any lineman after you draft a running back. Like
but the left tackle is an issue to me. Now I understand
because to me it's like Darrisaw just went, and so at that point you're reaching. So to me, I had no problem.
No, but then I would have wanted them to address outside linebacker. But my thing, if Green is if you project him to be a starter on the interior, that's fine. But
they got Quincy Roche in the last round of the draft,
and I love that pick too. But that's luck.
But the thing is, like, like to me, the initial reaction is what you're upset with. But the way that the draft looks after the fact, it's fine. Like to me, because if somebody told you it's like you're gonna end up with Quincy Roche and Najee Harris. It's like you would be like, all right, Steelers. It's like and Kendrick Green from Illinois.
So
it's
I like
to me, it's like
Green.
They addressed 3 needs, and I want to say they drafted another offensive lineman. I can't remember off the top of my head.
tackle from A&M.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dan Moore Jr.
Yeah. Dan Moore.
Yeah.
And that's my thing. I think Green can be a starter this year. I just don't think Dan Moore is a starter in year as a rookie. So I don't know.
I don't think he's like a left tackle, but to me, it's like once the run is gone, it's gone. And now you're just kind of because Samuel, maybe they're a guy that they don't believe in. If you have less than 34-inch arms, you're not playing tackle for me. Especially a team that has a guy like Villanueva who's had him for years. He probably was just turned to an offensive lineman just because of his arm length and his size and his frame. So maybe they put a lot up into that. And like once Darrishaw's gone, then we're talking about Cosme here or drafting. To me, and I would have gave him an F if they drafted Tevin Jenkins.
Oh yeah,
Tevin
Jenkins, you can't draft Tevin Jenkins.
And the thing is, Alex Leatherwood already went off the board, so the run already happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you have a core for the right side, so you can't draft Tevin Jenkins.
Yeah, and my whole thing is like, I get what you're saying, but it would have taken a Leatherwood being there and Darrisaw already being gone for for me to be okay with them drafting a tackle there just to draft a tackle.
So to me, it's like I have listening to Dylan Razoon.
But I always know every year if a team takes running back in the first round, Joby will fail you. Period.
Not if you're coming off a Super Bowl. Not if you're coming off a Super Bowl. But I'm like Dylan Razoon.
But you should have failed the Chiefs because they didn't even use him right.
Oh yeah, that was whack. Yeah, to me, he didn't have everything. Don't be deficient in the area.
About Clyde Edwards.
Yeah, Clyde Edwards. You ran a slow 40. That means you're not a first round pick to me.
And then it's like then the
not
Brian
that you
Westbrook,
can't ball in the NFL.
It's the Brian Westbrook thing. It's like he's like a better Brian Westbrook. I'm
Disrespect.
like, nah, you need to stop.
You crazy, Andy Reid. But I'm like, Dylan Radoons, Samuel Cosme, Jackson Carman, Leonard Dickerson. I think you do the film research. If you can find a guy who you think can actually come in as a rookie and actually fortify the offensive line, I would have liked to go there. Or there's better value at the outside linebacker position. I just don't like running back whenever you have obvious deficiencies from attrition from the previous season.
And to me, I don't necessarily agree that outside linebacker was that high of a priority because I do like what's his name, Highsmith, or what's his name, the guy.
And it's something that can be addressed later on.
And to me, it's like in the depth with Highsmith and Roche, and you already have T.J. Watt, and you already have Stephen Tuitt on the front, who's getting like almost J.J. Watt type sack numbers as a 3-4 end. Like to me, it's like you're the Steelers. Your defense is going to be fine. You got Mika Fitzpatrick back there. Every level you're fine. You can just fill in guys. It's like, and to me, it's like running back. They needed it so bad. And it's like, and to me, James Conner just showed. Well, you needed to come in with somebody that you already know off top is better than James Conner.
Yeah. You need an upgrade on James.
It's like to me, it's not like let me get Trey Sermon. It's like because it's like what if Najee was like a little bit shorter, a little bit like it's like and didn't have the great hands. Because to me, the thing with Najee that makes him special is the size and the hands.
Yeah.
It's like to where it's Le'Veon-esque, and to me, it's just a match made in heaven.
And it's just, and I guess it'll play.
It's like when you got to type, Joe,
yeah,
right?
It'll play out. So that's my thing is I think that you needed three. You need 3 stars on the offensive line. I think you drafted one. I think you brought a developmental one. I think you're still lacking a left tackle in either that center or guard depending on where Green ends up landing. Yeah.
I think Green's a center to me. He's a center. Like that, especially once he showed up at like 6'2", like 305 pounds. Because a lot of people thought he was 6'4". But I think with his initial burst, his quickness, his experience of being a defensive tackle, because I want to say that's how he was recruited there. But whenever what's his name, Doug Kramer, their starting center, who will be a draft pick next year. When he went down this year, Green just slid to center, and it was like nothing. He just wrecked it.
Yeah,
so to me, it's like if you can play center, then you are a center for the most part, unless you're Landon Dickerson. And to me, it's like you got Jason Kelce. Just play this man. Put him out there somewhere.
And this will play itself out because Steelers they are approaching the season as they're trying to compete to win something, win a division, win a championship. Yeah. So if they can't run the ball effectively because their offensive line is suffering, then it was a bad move.
Because they started off the season 11-0. It was the worst 11-0 we've ever seen.
Yeah.
But that was 11-0. And they did that. And to me, it's like, and once Connor started to be iffy, and they're having to rely on, if I'm over here picking up Jalen Samuel and Anthony McFarland, it's like, and Benny Snell, then y'all have a problem.
Yeah.
Like, it can be fixed that easy. To me, it's like I think having Najee Harris automatically puts them in the running to where it's like, all right, that's your division. Now, you just know you got to face the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Like you got to beat the Chiefs.
And that's a lot of the rhetoric I'm hearing is that they drafted a running back, the running game's fixed, and I'm just no, I don't think so.
You don't think the running game's fixed because of the offensive line?
I don't think a running back ever fixes a running game. I don't think one running back ever fixes a running game. Never, no, I don't.
I don't think that left tackles help the running game.
I think you need a left guard also. I think you need a center. You need a right left
I just
guard
say we'll agree to disagree. That's your loser though.